Hey guys, so bringing you another video. Now, welcome to our yearly tradition of doing a New Year's video. So, of this being uploaded, it would have been uploaded on the 1st of January at basically midnight. I know for like a lot of you watching are Americans, it's not quite the 1st of January yet, but of the video being uploaded here in the UK, it is. So, Happy New Year. Hopefully, you're all having a good time, but obviously staying safe and all that good stuff. And yeah, I just thought we'd kind of do another one, because why not? I know these videos never do the most in views, but to be honest, I don't really make them. I think I've said this all the time. I don't really make this video for you guys. I make it more for me, that in years to come, in many, many moons has passed, I can kind of go back and watch kind of like a part of the history of my life through these videos. And every now and then, if I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic or whatever it may be, I will go back and watch these videos throughout the years and just see what's changed. And yeah, overall, I am happy to say life has been thankfully treating me well overall. Like, that doesn't mean there's a few bumps in the road, there always is, but overall I am happy with how things are going. And what I've always done in these videos is I first talk about the year that's just happened, and then we talk about the year to come. So the year that just happened, obviously, like the last video, you know, I said at the beginning, it was a bit of a different year because obviously the world has been dealing with a pandemic, and that hasn't gone away. In the last New Year's video, I was a bit like, oh, hopefully it'll be over. You know, we're nearly out the end of it. No, we're not. So it's still going quite badly in a lot of places. But we have, I think, in the world, in a lot of places at least, or at least where I'm from, a lot of us have learned to live with it. Obviously, I got COVID, you know, I will say it, but I got it myself. It was something that I was hoping to avoid, but I did get it myself, and I made it through the other end, and it was rough, but being double jabbed and that definitely did its job. And then, you know, in the very early new year, I'll be getting my third shot, so hopefully next New Year's video, we can kind of stop talking about the pandemic. That would be great, but probably not, let's be honest. So yeah, so the world did open up a little bit more in this last year. I got to go do really cool things. So just to say, as like a personal thing, for many, many years, I was basically just stuck in this room, streaming, making videos basically every day, not really going out, which wasn't healthy. And obviously, not last year, the year before, was it? Yeah. God, track of time. I think it was 2020. I obviously started dating my girlfriend at the end of 2020, I think it was about September-ish, and in this last year of 2021, we've actually done a lot of things. We've gone places, we've done a zoo trip, we've done Harry Potter studio tour, we've gone and done things, which has been really good for me mentally, you know, especially with what's going on in the world, or being in like kind of lockdown, going out for these kind of day trips and actually doing things has been really nice. So that has been something for me that's been a big growing thing of getting out in the world a little bit more. And obviously, yeah, being careful, you know, goes to show I didn't catch COVID from those day trips. I caught it, but something, you know, a family member unfortunately brung it in. But yeah, I want to continue doing those kind of day trips because I love the job that I do. I love streaming. I love making videos. But it is a really kind of, it's a social, anti-social job is the way that I would describe it. I'm being social because I'm talking to hundreds of people live while I'm streaming. That is a form of social, and that's a form of interaction. But actually going and doing things, you know, yourself in real life, if that is the way they want to say it, is a good thing to do. So I'm very happy with how that's gone this year. I'm basically just going to kind of go through little ticks. Like another big thing of like what I wanted to always do, and I'll probably put footage on the screen of like things that I'm talking about throughout. But I did my first official track day this year in a actual like supercar. So I've obviously done go-karting, but this was the first time I was in like a very powerful sports car supercar. It was a Ferrari. I think it was a 360. It was quite an old one, so it was still fun, and it was a blast. So it was around Silverstone. One of my favourite tracks. Spa is probably my favourite track, but Silverstone is definitely up there. And I don't mind saying, I did really good. The instructor was incredibly complimentary of my driving. I didn't get overtaken once. I overtook basically everybody on track. And in the actual footage, that the instructor is literally saying, you know, see that car? And it's like, if you know Silverstone, down the I think it's the bridge straight, like the whole length. There's a lap that there's a car at the end of the bridge straight when I'm just starting it, and he literally is like, chase it. And within a lap or so, I managed to catch and overtake that car. I was absolutely booting this Ferrari. And what was even funnier is when you get in the car, the instructor's like, right, what experience have you got? And it's the type, I'm sure he's heard it before. I was like, I've done a bit of sim racing. And it's like, okay, that's probably... But then luckily, after like a lap or two, I think the guy knew, okay, this guy actually can drive. So that was a really cool experience, and I hope I will be doing many more track experiences to come. And because I know a little bit more about them, I do have obviously footage. You'll be seeing it on the screen probably right now. One thing to say is footage looks a lot slower than real life. That's kind of just the way that it is. I think down the straight I was going about 150 or so, which isn't too bad. You know, it goes to show the Ferrari in itself didn't feel astronomically different in a straight line to my current car, which maybe isn't too surprising because it's an older Ferrari, but it's the corners. The corners were insane. This thing, it just gripped like mad. My car is not designed for corners. So yeah, that was the big thing for me, was like, this thing is just holding on. And each lap I was pushing it a bit more and a bit more. And I did lose it nearly one lap, but that goes to show that the instructor was trusting me that much. He let me push it so far that I nearly lost it in a corner, but I recovered it. And he actually said, really good recovery. So that was great. And as I said, if I do end up doing more track days, which I think I will be doing, probably like Brands Hatch and stuff like that, I will probably look to try and bring my own type of camera setup. Like if I can have like a GoPro on a helmet mount or something, if that's allowed, I will be trying to bring you guys along officially and make some type of video out of it, because I'm sure some of you will probably enjoy that. Other things, well, there are some big things, but I'm just trying to do the smaller things first. Let's talk about like the community, YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. So YouTube, Twitch has gone really good this year. You know, shout out to all of you in my community. You guys mean the world to me, absolutely. And you know, even in last year, I think the community got closer, but this year I think it got even closer. And I know there's that fine line of, as a content creator, you've got to kind of toe the line between a community that you're a content creator and friends and stuff. You do have to be careful with that line, but I do absolutely adore streaming for my community. I do, and making videos, and I see the same people commenting in videos. So don't think that you're forgotten here on YouTube. You're not. I'll be honest with everybody. I don't know if I was going to mention it, but if you're wondering when I'm recording this video, and I've actually got more videos to make after this is actually Christmas Day. So I know some people are going to go, what? Yeah, so obviously I have to bulk record videos, and around Christmas we obviously go see family members, and right after Christmas, and around New Year's I've got a trip with my girlfriend. So it's my own fault in a way, but I didn't realize the day that we were coming back. I thought I was coming back a day earlier, which would have given me a whole day to make videos for the New Year period. No, I don't have a whole day. I'm going to be arriving back, streaming that same day, making all the content in that night to upload. So I'm just kind of reducing the stress a little bit by making 2 or 3 videos today. And yes, it is Christmas Day today. And that's how committed I am. You know, this isn't streamed. This is just for the YouTube channel. So I do care about the YouTube channel. I do care about doing 2 videos a day, every day, because I'm crazy, apparently. I did say last year, and maybe this is a good point to make, last year I did say I may have given myself a little bit of leeway, of like, oh, maybe if you're a bit too much is going on, maybe don't do 2 videos a day. I didn't do that, obviously. And the reason I didn't do that is because we're still in the pandemic. And part of it is because, you know, yes, I am doing more things in my life, but I'm still not going out all the time. So I am home. So if I'm home, I may as well do the work. But also the amount of people that have sent me messages throughout this year going, you know, hey, I've been in lockdown for 2 weeks and your videos really helped and stuff like that. Like, that is why I'm going to be doing 2 videos a day. Like, especially also around this Christmas period. I know for some people it's not special, or it's the opposite of joyful. And just for that person to have the little bit of normality that they have the 2 videos is worth it to me. So if it gives me a bit of stress, that's fine. I've been used to it, I guess, throughout the years. So yeah, I don't mind. You know, if you're wondering, like, the family, they're doing all the cooking stuff right now. I don't get involved in that because it'll probably end quite badly. So that's why I'm up here recording for the next couple of hours. So it'll be fine. But yeah, so shout out obviously to the Twitch community. You guys are awesome. And the regulars, you know, a lot of you have become regulars in the stream. We see the same names all the time. Thank you. Like, it's so cool to be able to do what I do for such a long time, and I honestly feel quite secure as a job. You know, being I'm not saying I'm not a small YouTuber streamer. I'm like medium size in the grand scheme, I'd say. But even at my size, sometimes you can be a bit like, oh God, is my job just going to disappear? And I truthfully will say, no. I actually feel maybe the most secure with my job than I ever have, which is a really nice place to be, going on to what I'm going to be talking about soon, which is obviously I have bought a house. So it's very nice, and you know, that lessens the stress to actually feel secure in my job around that time. So yeah. So that's awesome. So thank you very much. And, you know, shout out, I know it's maybe a bit of a cheesy thing to do as a content creator, but a shout out to my sponsors, like especially the ones that have helped me, you know, a bit of job security is always good. And also the ones that, like, we've done crazy giveaways this year. We've given away more chairs. Right now, we've given away a PC. The winners have been contacted, by the way. So they're absolutely over the moon. Both people who have won the chair at Christmas and the computer, they both cannot believe that they've won. Both have said that they've never won a giveaway before, and they're absolutely insanely happy. I don't believe either are regulars. I did recognize the guy that won, I think, the chair. I have seen him type in my Twitch chat before, but it wasn't like a regular, so, which is fine. But we'll be doing more giveaways. You know, I can announce straight away our next kind of giveaway we'll be doing is the collector's edition of the Ruined King. Basically, I ordered one, and then Riot sent me one for free, which they didn't tell me they were doing. So I have two of them, and instead of returning the one that I bought, I was like, screw it, it can just be a giveaway. So we'll do a giveaway for that. It'll probably be around the time of the subathon. And the subathon is going to happen after the move, probably a month or so after I've moved into my place. Let me settle in a little bit. Let me get the setup all correct. And then we'll do, hopefully, our biggest subathon we'll ever have. And we'll be doing a bunch of giveaways in that too. So that'll be fun. Next up, before we talk about the bigger thing, is fitness. So fitness and me are back being very friendly. So I'm very happy about that, because it's been a bumpy road. You know, lockdowns, mental health, and that hasn't been the healthiest over the last couple of years. A few background things here or there. So fitness has been a struggle-ish. I am happy to say, like, weight-wise, obviously, if you look to when I was my lightest, like a year ago, year and a half ago maybe, I have bulked up a little bit. I am completely fine with that. So I'm weighing around, I think around 185 pounds right now. At my heaviest, obviously, at my absolute heaviest, I was about 250, 260 pounds. So a lot lighter than that. And also a lot of the weight is muscle weight. Like, I've put on quite a decent amount of muscle. Like, yeah, a little bit of fat, but muscle has gone quite well. My shoulders are quite broader, like this area is bulking up a bit, and my legs are absolutely, if I dare say, insane. Because obviously, majority of what I've been doing is deadlift. It's my favorite lift, and I'm very pleased to say, if you haven't heard the announcement, I put it on social media and stuff, but I did it. So my year goal, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video or not, I can't remember, was 200 kilo deadlift, and that's 440 pounds, and I am pleased to say I did it in the last training session of the year. I'll probably put the footage up on the screen right now, but if I just caveat saying a couple things before I put it up. One, annoyingly, a different trainer walked in front of the camera while the lift was going on, so that's why that's happened, and that was a bit annoying. That wasn't my trainer. My trainer was filming it, and then I don't know. I think the guy was getting plates or something. Who knows? It's a bit annoying, but there's that. Not the end of the world. And then obviously the lift itself, it's not clean. There is a hitch in it. So the story goes that every single PB that I've done, I've hitched it first. And then when we attempt that same weight a few weeks down the road, so when I do another 200 kilo lift, it will then be a clean lift. Now, the annoying thing is I could have done this lift clean. I had the strength to do it clean. But basically, I know myself, I'm a mental lifter, that if I know this is a PB, I usually will psych myself out of a lift. Some people will like go big weight, oh my god, I'm going to lift it, and they can hype themselves up. I'm the opposite. It hurts me a lot of the time if I know it's the PB. but I worked it out. So I actually worked out it was the PB lift before I lifted it. So that kind of was already psyching me out a little bit. And when I got the bar near my knees, I could have kept going, but because I knew it was the 200, I was like, I'm just getting this 200. I'm just going to hitch it. So I did. It's in hindsight, I'm happy I got the lift. In a strongman comp, etc., it would have counted. In a powerlifting comp, it wouldn't have, obviously. But I'm still very happy with it. 200 kilo is a lot of weight. 440 pounds. That is like what 2.5 times body weight or something like that. So yeah, no, I'm over the moon. 200 kilo is pretty heavy. The average person on the street would be nowhere near that. Like the average person on the street probably doesn't even do 100 kilo. So I'm very, very happy. And yeah, like going to be looking to do even more stuff in the upcoming year. We are starting to work on my bench press quite a bit because my squat is always good. Like squat, my body frame is kind of designed to squat. Also deadlift, I'm a pretty good physique for powerlifting. I'm short and kind of wide. That's perfect for powerlifting. Not great for strongman. So that's where, again, I'm still completely undecided if I want to go more powerlifting or strongman. Because if I really want to go the powerlifting route, if you obviously see the footage, I have got straps, I have got a belt. I'm not allowed that stuff in powerlifting, which isn't probably going to make the world of difference. It'll make a bit of a difference, but like grip wise, I think you can do reverse grip in powerlifting, but I can't remember. Maybe you can't. I don't remember. But my reverse grip is nearly as strong as my strapped lift, as it should be. But yeah, again, fitness wise, very happy about that. I am going to be doing a cut January. If you guys want to join me, feel free. So basically, I'm actually going to double gym sessions in January. And I'm also going to be doing a kind of a big diet. And my goal in January is, here in the UK, we call it a stone. I want to lose a stone, and that's 14 pounds. So about 7-ish kilo in January, which is just basically the excess that I want to get rid of. That's all I need to get rid of. Very happy with how I am at the moment. I'm still wearing the same, when I was at my absolute lightest, I'm still wearing the same trousers, like I haven't had to change my black jeans that I've had now for like 3 years. I'm still wearing the same black jeans. So like that kind of shows I haven't put or lost too much or put too much on. So like that's good. But it's just like a little bit of fluffiness I personally want to give or get rid of. And the weird thing is it might not be like a lot of fluffiness. It just might be me getting used to being a bit more bulky with muscle. I don't really know, but I'm just going to lose the weight and just see how I am. And if I want to gain a little bit more after that, then I will. But at least I'll have the option. I guess now the next big thing that we can kind of talk about, is that it? Is that everything? I think so. I always make these videos. I watch them back and go, oh, I forgot that one thing. But I think that's mainly it. Yeah, so the big thing, obviously, or one of the big things that happened this year is, I bought a house. Obviously, again, I'm not going to be saying too much about it. There's a reason I'm not in it right now because it's not ready. There are delays, obviously, in the world. If, you're in the world, you probably know that there's delays on sometimes timber, glass, plastics, rubber. That also affects the houses. So whenever it's ready, it's ready. I think we are hoping for Q2 in 2022. So yeah, but I'm planning to not make a big deal about it when it's happening, because I think that would only add stress to it if I keep saying to people, oh, I'm moving in like 3 days, I'm moving in 2 days. So what it's most likely going to be is it'll be very subtle that I probably, when I know it's officially happening, I'll probably just start bulk recording a little bit just so the YouTube channel has a covered like a week or so ahead of time. And then I'll be moving over for like a few days. I don't think we're going to do everything in one day. It'll probably take a couple days to do it all. And then the next stream, I'll turn on the stream and then suddenly, Huz, you're in a brand new place. Ta-da! That's probably what it's going to be. And I think that just for me will kind of lessen the stress of it all. But I just have to say thank you, obviously, to you guys. Like, never did I ever think when I started this YouTube channel, God, like in 2013, I think, it's been that long. Never did I think that it would translate into me being able to be on the property ladder at 27 years old. It's insane. And obviously, it goes without saying, it's not an absolutely insane house. I don't want to give that impression. I'm not some multi-millionaire YouTuber by any regard. But it's good. It's mine. That's the point. It's mine. And obviously, I did try to move out last year, and that went badly. But obviously, this is a few things have changed. Obviously, I said in that time things that I would have done differently that I have now done differently with this place. And secondly, like a big thing of that, I was like the lonely feeling. That didn't help that I did move out in peak pandemic. But obviously, I have Queen Pleb. She is moving in with me. And we are also going to be getting a dog. So we're not going to get a dog straight away. We're going to probably give ourselves about 6 months of we're in the place. We're officially moved in for about 6 months. We're kind of used to it. And then we are thinking about looking for a dog. I think we're going to try go rescue first. And if we can't find a fit straight away, or not straight away, but if we can't find a fit, then we might go with something more specific. But we are looking to rescue, I think, which will be good. And obviously, yes, there will be probably some type of dog cam that will probably make feature on stream and potentially in videos from time to time. But, you know, it kind of also links that I do know a dog-wise, I want a dog that can run. Because one thing I want to introduce in my world of fitness is cardio, more cardio, and going on runs with a dog to me would just be a dream. So that will be something that will be happening, which is very exciting. So it's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, but I think that's normal. And yeah, it'll be good. And obviously what that will enable me to do, just to say for this YouTube channel, this Twitch channel, everything, is it gives me freedom to do what I want when I want. That, oh, Riot just released a Riot Please at 11 p.m. I'll have to wait till tomorrow till I can make the video. No, I don't. I can make the video, get it quickly made, upload it straight away. That would be the best. Or, there's some type of co-streaming event that's at 1 a.m. Okay, I can do that now. It's my place. I can stream at 1 a.m. Like, that's the point. Americans, or people that are in different time zones, you guys hopefully will be very happy that I will be introducing... Sorry, hiccups. One stream a week to begin with, to see how it goes. One stream a week to begin with. A later time slot stream. So probably starting in the UK about 9 p.m, going to about midnight or 1 a.m, like a 3 to 4 hour stream, just to see how it goes. If it does really well, then we may introduce more. I don't want to become nocturnal, but, you know, we've got to be smart as a content creator, and I want to see how that potentially goes. Also worth knowing, the channels, you know, I forgot to mention, both have grown this year. So the YouTube channel, well, kinda. The YouTube channel is at 170,000 subscribers. I actually have officially peaked at 171,000 before, but I have mentioned it, you know, over here or there. But this YouTube channel is actually bleeding subscribers. It's an effect that happens to older channels, but it does seem, touch wood, that we might have been able to recover it. It literally took about a year to stop it happening. But it has stopped happening right now. Again, not to say that it's not going to start again, but we're back over 170,000. So that was nice. That was like a little nice thing that happened, and we are actually still gaining, because I thought it might just be the giveaways that are doing it. Obviously, they probably helped, but since the giveaways have been over now for quite a few days, we're still gaining subscribers again. So that's good. Twitch channel has grown quite a bit also this year. And, you know, obviously it does help average viewer number being kind of holiday season. But the last couple of weeks, we've been like averaging over 400 to near 500 viewers every single stream. So that's absolutely insane. So that is awesome. And, you know, now we can kind of get on to talking about the upcoming year. I do want to try and grow. So if this is something that you guys can help me with, you know, a part of it isn't... It's not being greedy or like anything. It's job security, especially the fact that I bought a house. Like, what I will say to you guys that I hope you not understand, but I've invested in the YouTube channel, Twitch channel by buying a house, if that makes sense. Like, obviously in itself, it's an investment, but that money that I used to buy a house, a lot of you probably will maybe realize wasn't supposed to be for a house. That was supposed to be my pilot fund of me becoming a pilot. That was that money, and I don't have that money anymore because I bought a house. So there's two reasons why I decided not to go the pilot route. One big one, and I can't hide it, is the pandemic. The pandemic has massively affected pilots and airlines, and they're still not fully up and running. And in the peak of the pandemic, half of pilots were let go. Like 50% of pilots in the world were let go. They are still rehiring the pilots that they let go now, because they're not fully operational yet. The pandemic is still going. So what's the point of training new pilots when you can just rehire the pilots that you let go? You know, that's the point. It's really hard to train pilots at the moment because of all like the lockdown rules and the isolation rules for 2 weeks. So if I had to go to New Zealand to go train, well, New Zealand aren't letting people in, so it's a mess. So that is part and parcel why, like a big reason why that I was like, And then secondly, I don't want to delay my life in some ways. That if I hold out, another 2, let's say, years it's going to take until the like airlines get fully operational, right, we're training pilots again, well, that's another 2 years of my life that I'm waiting, and I can buy a house, I'm on the property ladder, and hopefully start rebuilding that savings egg that I could become a pilot if I wanted to after. But at least I've got something in my life, a property that is a investment for my future anyway, because like the pilot stuff is an investment into the future, but also a house is. So I'm committed in YouTube and streaming for that reason. So hopefully you guys appreciate that in some way. And yeah, let's hopefully have a great 2022. So yeah, speaking about 2022, any big things? So obviously, yeah, just have a good time. Hopefully a pretty chill year. I don't want anything crazy going on. Just pretty chill would be nice. As I've said a few times, just do well with the content, maintain what I'm doing, but try to grow a bit. Also, content-wise, very happy, but diversify a little bit. As I've said it, I think even in recent content on stream, I diversify a little bit more than I do here on YouTube. That like, we'll do a 4-hour league stream, and then for the last hour we'll play something else. I would like to bring that to the YouTube channel somehow. I make 2 videos a day every day, so that's 14 videos a week. So if one of those videos a week isn't League, it's something else, if it's Call of Duty or whatever game that I'm in the mood for, then maybe that would be a good thing. So that might be an idea, but that should be cool if we can do that. I do have a crazy goal, like, in a way. I would like one day to hit like 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think it's going to be really hard to do. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be nice. So if you can help me get there, that would be awesome. Liking the content, commenting the content. It's all to, the mighty YouTube algorithm that nobody fully understands. And as I mentioned, I am probably going to be looking to not do clickbait by any means, but make my titles and thumbnails a little bit better for the algorithm, because that's been my weakness as a YouTuber. It always has been. I know I'm bad making titles that people click on. So, and the way of it is, you guys who watch, if you're watching this video, you're nearly half an hour in, you're a dedicated viewer that's probably going to click on any video anyway. The people that aren't going to do that, they need the titles to make them click. So that's the point. Think of the titles and stuff isn't for you, the dedicated audience. You know what you're getting with the content. The title that is bringing people in a little bit more is for people that probably wouldn't have clicked the video. So I am probably going to be looking to do that as well. So yeah, fitness wise, so get more cardio in, and deadlift goal. Well, okay, let's put 3 weights of what I want to try and do, shall I? So we're only starting to work on my bench press now. I don't even know what would be a good bench press. Like, again, my bench is not the best. I think I've maxed out at like, I don't even know, like 60 or 70 kilo. I don't even know. That's something that my trainer would know, not me, because he doesn't tell me what I lift a lot of the time. 120 kilo deadlift. Bench press. Let's do that. That might be really easy. I don't know. So that will be a great easy goal. That will be a quick tick of the box. So let's do 120 kilo bench, 250 kilo deadlift. So that'll be a 50 kilo jump. That's quite big, because that would be over 500 pounds, I believe. Yeah, it would be. The over 500 pound deadlift would be sick. And then squat, 200 kilo squat maybe. Yeah, why not? I might be able to do that now. I don't even know. But sure, like, they might be bad goals. They might be too easy. I don't know. But we'll lock those in, see if I get them. I would like to do, but I doubt it's going to be this upcoming year. I have said it, I think, before in one of these videos. I'd love to do a marathon, but I don't think I'm going to be doing it in this upcoming year. But that will be happening sometime. London Marathon is going to happen. And I do hope I can do it while I'm a content creator, because obviously a big part of the London Marathon is charity fundraising. And obviously, how cool would it be if we can do a charity fundraising thing with the HuzzyGames community, and then I go do the run? Like, that would be absolutely sick. So, yeah, maybe next couple of years. So obviously get into a bit more running this year. That kind of preps myself if, let's say, in 2023 I were to do the London Marathon, maybe that would be the idea. Maybe. Can you bring a dog on the run? Probably not. But yeah. Anything else? I don't know, really. Just have a lovely time. Have a lovely time with my girlfriend. Have a lovely time with my family and friends. Go on holiday, probably, like an actual holiday, if the world is safe to do so. I've not actually had a holiday, proper one, since 2018. Last time I went to Italy. So a nice holiday would be good. Somewhere hot, somewhere with a beach. I'm not a massive a beach holiday person, but I think after what we've all been through, being on a beach with like a mojito or something probably sounds exactly what everybody needs. So there's that. And I don't know. I think that's about it, to be honest. You know, do more track days, because like I've always been like, I need another hobby. I really do, because like my hobby is gaming and so is my job. It's very samey. So doing more track days, go-karting or something like that, that is a hobby that I'd love to get more into. So definitely do more track days and hopefully bring you guys along with cameras and stuff. Dog, obviously, we've mentioned, get a dog. Yeah, that's probably it. Like, that is probably what we're going for. Try, obviously, stay as safe as I can from COVID again, because obviously you can get it again. So I would not like to have that again, because, you know, with the fitness stuff, it set me back a long way, by the way, just to let people know. You know, someone that I'm in pretty good physical shape, I would say, and like when it comes to fitness levels, so when I actually had it, I was struggling and quite a lot with fatigue, but I couldn't sleep. That was the worst thing, because like some people, they sleep for like 18 hours a day. I didn't. I had fatigue, but then couldn't sleep. And then when I was negative and I could kind of move on, I went to the gym a week after. Yeah, I tested negative and then went to the gym week after, and I nearly passed out, which I did not expect. So I think we were doing like 140, 150 kilo deadlifts, and we did 5x5, so 25 reps at 140, 150, whatever it was, kilo. And I nearly passed out. And that really mentally hurt me more than physically, because I was like, this should be easy. Like, what the hell's going on? And it took me a solid... Well, I say that it did hurt me from being negative to then hitting the 200 kilo, like, PB, was I think 6 weeks, which doesn't sound too bad. It doesn't. But obviously for me, it was kind of that, oh my God, I'm not going to hit the 200 kilo here. I've been trying to get this the whole year, because obviously dealing with COVID and stuff, that was in itself a 2 to 3 week. I can't go to the gym at all, obviously. And then for the next couple weeks after being negative, I was completely out of it still. So I mentally, I was in the place of like, oh, well, I'm just not getting this year. And that was really tough. But we managed to do it. So I was working really hard, obviously, to hit that. Really hard training with my trainer. Obviously, massive shout out to my trainer. He's a really nice guy. I do consider him a great friend. And, you know, he's a great friend of... When you're getting a mortgage for a house, you need someone to be a witness when you're signing things. He was my witness. You know, my friend group in real life, I love my friends, but they're not actually local. We've all kind of, since university, split a little bit. We still meet up as much as we can, but it's not the type of thing of like, oh, can someone just sign this witness paper for my mortgage, please? Because we don't live near each other. So he was my witness, like my trainer, and he's a great friend, and I'm going to be training with him for many years to come. I've already been training with him since, I think, 2017. So it's already been 4 years. I think for about a year, well, for about 9 months in that, in like 2018 or 2019, I stopped training. I think mentally something was going on that I was like, just stopped. And also then we had to deal with the pandemic, that for a while that there was no training going on. And some of you may remember, obviously last year, I was training in a car park with him in -2 degrees Celsius, doing deadlift in a car park, because that was within rules. You could train with one person at social distance. That's what we were doing. Don't have to do that this year. Gyms are still open and stuff, which is nice. So we're a bit warmer. But yeah, no, he knows what he's doing. Like, the amount of background work, because like some people may think, oh, if you're doing deadlift, are you just doing deadlift? No, we're doing a lot of accessory work, RDLs and rep work, speed work, all that stuff is in the background. And that, you know, the results show. You know, not long ago, my PB, God, I've doubled my deadlift in like a year and a bit, and it's not like I'm living the life. I'm training deadlift once a week. I haven't got the perfect diet. Like, to do that shows that the work that we're doing is going insanely well. And like, for me, it's a big thing that we've tried to do the 200 kilo twice before. When I got it, couldn't get it. Like, that's the point. I couldn't even get it to the point that I could hitch it up. Couldn't hit the knees. So to show that, oh, you can now get it, and I probably could have clean repped it, but you know, you did hitch it this time. That's strength improvement. You're seeing progress happen, and that's so cool. So I would like to enter a competition. The one that is in my mind, I will just say, is, I don't know the full details about it, but there is a Twitch Rivals powerlifting, I believe. I think Tyler One or something might be the host of it, which is, I guess, makes sense, but also a bit weird. But I believe that Twitch Rivals has a powerlifting comp, and obviously that would be bench press, deadlift, and squat. And I would have to adjust my training a bit, because obviously that would be no wraps, no strap. No straps, no belt, which is fine. I can definitely adjust, And in my weight category, 200 kilo would be probably okay competitive-wise. It's just my bench press would probably let me down at the moment. But that would be kind of cool if I could do that. That would be sick. But anyway, I think that's going to be this video. Quite long, 36 minutes. I don't think I've missed anything out. I probably have. I'll watch this back and go, oh, why didn't I mention? But it'll be fine. What I will say, though, as I've always said over the years, and maybe I should have said it at the beginning of the video, if you're a long-term viewer of mine, something that I've always said is, in this video, leave a goal for yourself in the upcoming year. What do you want for yourself in 2022? And what you can do is, if you knew, and if you watched the last year's video, I would have told you to do the exact same thing. Go back on that video, I'll put it in the description if I remember, and see if you left a comment in that video, and then you can see yourself if you did it. Think of it as like a time capsule. But if you haven't done that, do that in this video, and then next year you can do the exact same thing. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you're all doing really well. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas and New Year. But if you guys don't mind, please do like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you've not, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, one more thing. I forgot. We need to do more charity things in 2022 as the HuzzyGames community. That's something also. Anyway, that's going to be it now. That's another goal. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.